Disclaimer: I am just a humble Genshin Impact fan. I do not own any of the rights to Genshin Impact, or any of the content within it, such as the lore books. Those specifically belong to Hoyoverse. What I do have, however, are friends with things like learning disabilities, such as dyslexia and ADHD, or very little free time, making reading the lore books either in-game or on wiki pages hard for them. Our solution to these problems has been for me to make these recordings so that they can listen to them and still get to enjoy Genshin lore like the rest of us. I have chosen to upload these recordings to YouTube as a way of sharing them with other fans within the community who might be in similar situations. I am admittedly no voice actress, trained narrator, or video editor, but I have tried my best, so please be gentle with me. Therefore, without further ado, let's get into today's story. The Legend of Venessa. A popular song since the reconstruction of Mondstat, it tells the story of Venessa, the founder of the Knights of Favonius. Volume 1. Found in the Grandmaster's office in the Knights of Favonius headquarters. A popular song since the reconstruction of Mondstat, it tells the story of Venessa, the founder of the Knights of Favonius, in her early years as a slave in Mondstat. Friends of Mondstat, let us revel, drink to your heart's content, to freedom, to the Animal Archon, to Venessa, the first knight to grace this world. Sons and daughters of Mondstat, may the gift from the Animal Archon be engraved in your hearts, and let it be known that this gift is not freedom, but just defiance. It transpired in ages past. Friends, do not excuse me for improvising, for it should be clear as day that the glory and freedom of Mondstat were born when Barbados struck his strings dolce. Poems sing of heroic fame, yet to commemorate unnamed freedom should they aim. Chained by royals, Mondstat could barely suspire, and festivities were but vanity games of the rich, beyond the grasp of the ordinary people. A withering dungeon Mondstat was, in slavery games the royal gaily relished, oblivious to their place the inmates were. A fiery-headed dame confined to a cell, from the southern plains did she hail, born free but now bound by chains, though restrained by a tyrant her flesh remained. Still her pious soul never ceased to pray, for her people, for Mondstat, for elusive freedom if she may. Volume 2. Found in the Grandmaster's office in the Knights of Favonius headquarters. A popular song since the reconstruction of Mondstat, it tells the story of Venessa, the founder of the Knights of Favonius, in her early years when she met Barbados, the Animo Archon, as well as how she defeated the Drake and overthrew the aristocrats. Friends of Mondstat, let us revel, drink to our heart's content. The day came when Barbados answered her devotion. The Animo Archon sought her fiery hair and descended to her position. Every being deserves a name. The spirit grinned. To weave your fair name into a song I yearn. I seek nothing but your friendship in return. The girl happily reciprocated, her fears swiftly dissipated. And so to the battlefield she marched to Barbados' singing voice. The demonic dragon fled from her might, and the people did rejoice. Corpulent aristocrats crawled under tables at such a valiant sight. Mondstat is freedom, the wings sang for their people in delight. Lonely forest breezes converged, jointly they overthrew the tyrant's tower from the sky. Broken free from shackles at last, the young lioness stood firm in the winds with her head held high. And so the fiery-headed dame won herself prestigious fame. Her heart swelled with appreciation to sing by the Animo Archon's side, but no words of gratitude should she utter, Barbados replied. You first conducted what now transpires in your song. You have entrusted me with your friendship and your name. To praise your freedom, my songs came. Friends, let us drink some more, for thence flows the freedom of Mondstat. When days become nights and faces fill with despair, never forget the heroic tales of Venessa, the dame with the flaming hair. Never cease to pursue freedom, even when the land is bare. Other information. Venessa was a Muritan, a group of Natlanese immigrants to Mondstat who settled there long before Venessa's revolt against the Mondstat aristocracy. This has resulted in the line, "From southern plains did she hail," causing some confusion as to where exactly Venessa was from. Besides from being found in the Grandmaster's office, the volumes from this book can be found in 2 other locations. Volume 1 from Dr. Edith at Windrise, and Volume 2 from Saeed at the Animo Archon Statue Plaza during the day. Other names. Sources. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Ad Astra Abyssos.